I am so glad you are here. I'm Liz. It is Divine Saturday, so let's get into our series on Geomancy with figure number 4. So Geomancy is this wonderful art where you create a figure of 4 rows that have either 2 dots or 1 dot. You do it with something random number generator, counting the eyes on potatoes, whatever it is you want to use. I like to do dots on a piece of paper while I'm thinking about whatever it is I'm looking for an answer to. But you do that 4 times, and if the number of dots is even, you put up 2 dots. If the number of dots is odd, you put up 1 dot until you get a 4-row figure. And this one is Populus. And it is about crowds, people, population, right? So this is about mobs. It's about large amounts of stuff. It's about a lot going on. It's also, if you'll notice, all evens. It's all 2s in the rows. So it's also fairly passive. And if you think about like a mob or mob mentality, it goes with the flow, ultimately. Once you get the crowd revved up, it takes on a life of its own, and the individuals don't necessarily make what are truly independent decisions anymore. And that's part of the characteristics of the figure Populus. So it's about a crowd, or it's about lots of stuff. So if this was, when my uncle dies, am I going to become the next Earl? The crowd says yes. You'll get a lot of power. You get a lot of the thing you're asking about. But it also, because it's a somewhat passive sign, means that it's a better figure to see when the signs around it, the other figures you might be drawing for a more complicated reading, suggest that you should stop and think. It's really good with contemplative types of readings. If everything else in the reading says you need to act now, this is not a positive sign. I kind of think of it as a multiplier of circumstance. If things are going well for you in the reading, this adds to that. If the reading suggests things are not going well for you, this adds to that. Sort of your little multiplier as you go. It's sort of like the crowd is going to pull you into a bigger mess if the reading is negative, or the crowd is going to pull you into a better position if the reading is positive. So think of this Populus figure, if you get it, as something that says, check out, see what the crowd's doing, see if it's really where you really want to go. And then if it is, hop on board. It's going to help carry you further down the path than you could have done on your own. And that can be amazing. So as you generate your little figures, keep in mind the ones we've covered. So we've done puer, which looks like there's a diamond with a dot under it. So it's like a little sword. And think of that as like lots of energy, lots of action. Yes, you should take action right now. Think of albus, which we covered before, and of the upside down bag, which is a diamond with 2 dots below it, which is a sign of loss. And then albus was the other one we covered, where things are probably going your way. It's usually a good sign. It's usually a sign that you're on the right track. But those are the 4 we've covered so far of the possible symbols you could get if you're doing geomancy. And again, you just need to generate even or odd 4 times to come up with one figure for a quick read, or for a more complicated read, you might generate multiple figures and then actually add pairs of them together to get something that's a little further down the path, a little further along your issues. So if you have tried tarot and it's not quite your cup of tea, and the oracle decks are so much and runes not your thing, you could try geomancy. It's not a bad little system. I enjoy it. I think it's kind of fun to just get into the meditative process of creating the figures, of adding the figures together. You're never adding more than 2 + 2, so it's super easy, and I'd encourage you to give it a shot if you can. Of course, today's talk was inspired by John Michael Greer's The Art and Practice of Geomancy. Well, I'm Liz. Thank you so much for being your amazing magical you, myself, and the rest of the crew here at Megas Books and Herbs in Minneapolis. We love that about you. And of course, we really appreciate the little magical things you can do for us here in social media land. I know you know what they are. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. And I hope to see you again very soon, either here at the shop, online like this, or on our website, magusbooks.com. Blessed be.